What's up guys, this is Matthew again for GoTips to Becoming a Hero. Today I'm just going to go over the settings for the GoPro 3 Plus Black Edition. So let's go ahead and go into it. Now as you see, it says Pro Tune at the top. I just have Pro Tune on for this video purpose just because it adds more settings to your settings options. So this is going to be the resolution, frame rate, and field of view. So we'll just go ahead and go in there. I have it set for 1080 and we'll go in there because there's a lot more options. We'll start at the beginning. 4K, you have two settings for 4K. You have 2.7K, there's two settings for that as well. 1440, 1080 Super View, 1080, 960, 720 Super View, 720, and if you had Pro Tunes turned off, there would be another resolution down at the bottom that says WVGA. Now I like to use regular 1080, so I'm going to go back to that and keep that. Go down to frames per second, and for 1080 you have 24 frames per second, 30, 48, and 60. But note, if you use another resolution setting as far as 720 or so on, then the frame rates might be different. You won't have the same frame rates for each resolution setting, so just keep that in mind. Now your field of view is going to be wide, medium, and narrow. Wide is of course going to be your widest setting that you can see. Medium will come in a little bit tighter. Narrow will be your most zoomed in setting. I like wide angle, so I'm keeping it at that. Then there's also low light, to where if you want to film in a low light setting, and I usually do, so I keep that on, and then exit. Then you go down to your next setting, and it's megapixels. 12 megapixels wide, 7 megapixels wide, 7 megapixels medium field of view, 5 megapixels medium field of view. I like to keep it at 12, so that's what we're going to do. Then you go down to single shot. You go in here and you can change this to 3 shots per second, 5 shots per second, or 10 shots per second. And what that means is if I change it to 3 shots per second and I click the shutter button whenever I'm taking a photo, it will take 3 shots in 1 second. Now right here is the photo burst settings, and you can have it at 30 frames in 1 second, 30 shots in 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, and then it goes into 3 shots in 1 second, 5 shots in 1 second, 10 in 1 second, 10 in 2 seconds, and then back to the beginning. Now this is for your time lapse. Time lapse, you can change the settings to have different seconds in between each shot. I keep mine at half a second, but you can change it to 1, 2, 5, 10, 30, or 60. I'm going to keep it at half a second. Then you have capture settings. Upside down is for if you're recording underwater with, say, a monopod and you have it pointing away from you, you will want to do upside down mode, and whenever you transfer the footage onto your laptop or computer, it will have the footage right side up. But keep in mind that if you're not recording anymore with the camera upside down, to turn this off, because any video that you record with this setting on will have to be flipped in post-production, so you will be able to view it right side up. Next is spot metering. I don't use it because it kind of makes the video a little blurry. What it does is just focuses on one certain point. This setting allows you to record footage while taking photos. I have never used it, so I'm not going into it. This is for loop video. I've never used it, so I'm not going into that either. And as I said, ProTune, you can have it on and off. If you have it on, it's for more advanced photographers or videographers. I usually keep it off. That way I don't have to do as much in post-production as I normally would do whenever I normally do photography. But I have it turned on for video sake because it adds extra settings. And this setting with the triangles and the square, that's actually going to be a white balance, so you can change your white balance. I have it to auto because I never use it, so auto is the one that it keeps it at normally. Then the next one is color, ISO, sharpness, and exposure. Again, I never use ProTune, so these settings I'm not going to go into. Then the next one is exit, and we'll just exit. Alright, the next is going to be setup, so let's go into that. Now we start off with default. Default mode is for, it has a camera right here, and you can go in here to change it to regular camera, burst mode, or time lapse. And that's just a setting to where whenever you turn your camera on, it'll go right to that setting. So with this having it for the video mode, whenever I turn it on, it goes straight to video mode. But if I had it on a camera, then it would go straight to the mode to where I can just shoot still photography. Now the next part of setup is one button mode. And this feature is to where if you have it turned on, as soon as you turn the camera on, it will start recording. The next setup menu is for different, if you're in the UK, you would want to change this to PAL. If you're in the United States, you want it to say NTSC. OSD stands for on-screen display. And you can either turn it on or off. Right now I have it on, but I will be turning it off. The camera status light, you can change this number to 4 or 2 or off. I'm going to turn it off because I hate whenever the light blinks while I'm recording. And if you have it off, then the red indicator light that is normally right here when you're recording, it will not blink anymore. The next mode is for your beeping. You can go in here and you can have it 100%, 70%, which will make it a little bit quieter, or off. I always keep it off because I hate the loud beeping, it gets on my nerves. And the next setting is going to be the month, day, year, and time. For your on-screen display, if you're filming a video, this will be on there like any other time you take a photo and it has the date in the corner. If you have your on-screen display to where it will be on, then this will be on your photos and videos. And then exit. Then you have wireless controls. This is for if you are using the application or if you're using the remote control. That's what Wi-Fi RC is for, remote control, the GoPro app, or cancel. Right now I'm going to hit cancel because I don't have my controller with me, and I'll make a video later showing you how to pair them together. And then exit. And then the trash can, you can use this trash can to delete the last video or format your memory card, which will delete everything on the memory card. And then exit. And then it goes back to your camera. And that concludes everything as far as your settings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you got any comments or anything, leave them down in the comment area. Anything that you guys want to see, if I'm able to do it, leave it in the comment section and I'll do my best to do it. And as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.